Hello, pretty people. Welcome back to Indie Swad. Today we are going to learn how to make two very common ingredients that are obtained from milk. One is butter and the other one is ghee. Most of the times we buy them from the store and end up complaining about their quality. Well, then why not make them at home? Many people believe that it is quite a cumbersome process to make these ingredients at home. Then I would say watch on and realize how simple the process actually is. First, we'll take a container and spread a spoonful of curd in its entire base evenly. Next, I have taken full fat milk. This milk is neither homogenized nor pasteurized. After boiling it to its full capacity, a layer of cream or fat forms on the surface. We are going to collect this cream and pour it in the container with the curd. In the same manner, every day after we boil our milk, we are going to gather the cream and accumulate in the same box and store it in the refrigerator. Do so until the entire container is filled. As you can see here, my box is full and this is the cream I have stored for 7 days. Now take a mixer jar and pour the entire cream in this jar. Remember that the cream should be cold. Now close the lid and turn on the mixer. In this process, we are actually churning this cream. When we churn the cream, the water gets separated from the fat. We'll have to churn it for 6 to 7 minutes. Remember that you should not churn it for too long. If you churn it for too long, the texture will not become creamy. Instead, it will become more difficult to separate the contents. So now we are going to stir it with our hand continuously for about 2 or 3 minutes. By stirring, we are actually getting the butter to float on the surface. Now you can see that the fat is completely separated from the water content. Well, the cream that you see here is nothing but butter. So guys, we have obtained a homemade butter. This butter is really fresh and it can be stored in the fridge like any other butter and be used whenever you need. And now we are going to separate this butter as shown in the video. After separating the entire cream, you will be left with the water, and this water, when stored at room temperature for a day, becomes buttermilk. For the next step, we are going to place the butter on stove and heat it. We all know what happens when we heat butter. Well, it melts down. That is exactly what happens here. Now we are going to melt the entire butter on a low to medium flame. Do remember here that you are not supposed to increase the flame. If you are in a hurry and you want to make it quickly, so you raise the flame to its full capacity, then you will end up burning the base. And this burnt base will not only stick to the surface of the container, but it will also be carried by the ghee that you make, thus making it quite unpleasant to consume. This process of heating the butter is going to take about 7 to 8 minutes. After 5 minutes, you will observe that all the butter has melted and it has turned yellow. Well, we are not there yet. It will take another 2 or 3 minutes for the melted butter to become translucent and of a lighter consistency. As you can see in the video, we have now obtained our ghee, so we are going to turn off the flame. Even after you turn off the flame, you will see that the ghee does not cool down instantly. While it is still bubbling up, we will throw in some fresh curry leaves and mix them with this ghee. Adding the curry leaves is optional. However, I recommend you to add them because these leaves give a subtle flavor to the ghee, thus making it more appetizing. After the ghee has cooled down, you can see the brown residue sitting at the base of the container. Now we are going to use a strainer and separate the ghee. The residue that you see at the base is actually not a waste. It is a byproduct of the butter and milk that we had been eating so far. So at my home, we mix it with hot steamed rice, and believe me, it tastes wonderful. You can add the freshly made ghee to the already existing ghee and store it at room temperature without any refrigeration. It will stay fresh without getting rancid for over 1 year. So guys, that's all for today. If you like the video, do subscribe to our channel Indie Swad and do not forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated. Do try it out on your own and share it with your friends. See you again in a new video with a new recipe. Till then, goodbye, take care.